upper body S&C program. I purposely made this with very little equipment. All you're going to need is a chair and, if you can, 2 1 kilo weights. So that's a litre bottle of water. Grab 2 of those if you can. You're going to start on your hands and knees. So you want your hands directly underneath your shoulders with your chest lifted. You're going to tuck your chin, imagining there's a tennis ball underneath your chin. We're going to do something called scapular isolation. So this is for your shoulder blades. This is to warm up the core in the upper back. You're going to drop your chest down to the floor, and then you're going to press the ground away, moving your shoulder blades apart from one another. Let your chest come down to the floor, shoulder blades pinch together, and then press the ground away. So your chest just lifts and lowers. Notice how I'm not doing a cat-cow stretch. I'm trying not to change the shape of my spine. And I'm also not bending and straightening my elbows. In 3 more, we're going to lift one hand. So 3, 2, last one we're going to lift and we're going to hold it there. One hand is going to swing down by our side. You're going to come back down, hand to the floor, opposite hand, down by your side. Hand comes back down to the floor, lower your chest, lift your chest, go again. One hand down, other hand down, up, and down, and release. We're going to do forearm lifts this time. Hand by your side, return, hand by your side, return. Keep the chest up, keep the shoulder blades apart. One hand, other hand, and then release. This time we're going to try single arm dips. We're going to lift, and one hand is going to come off the floor. From here, you're going to try and release that shoulder blade, then press the ground away from you again. Shoulder blade comes towards the right side, and then press away. Feel it all through that shoulder girdle, waking up that core. So we're going for some activation through the muscles we're going to use in this sequence. 3 more if you can. Keep trying to lift and lower your chest whilst keeping your elbows straight. Last one, opposite side, hand on the floor, left hand by your side, shoulder dip, shoulder lift, shoulder blade sticks out, shoulder blade wraps around your chest wall, elbow staying still, just moving your shoulder blade for another 5, 4 more. It's a small movement, and once you isolate it, you'll feel it really specifically underneath your arm, in between your shoulder blades. Last 2, so good for your posture. Last one, and release. From here, we take it down onto our tummy. So you're going to look straight down. If you need a little pillow for your forehead, grab a towel or something to pop underneath. Otherwise, keep your forehead on the floor. You can lift your body lightly as and when you're ready, as long as your lower back feels comfortable. So you're going to start looking straight down, palms on the floor. Lift your shoulder blades back in together. That's really important. Front of shoulder off the floor, that's where you're going to stay. Then the arms are just going to float up and down, up and down. We have 4 arm positions. I'm going to take you through 20 reps of each of these exercises. The arm is moving a small amount, but my shoulder blades are staying still. If you feel you can lift your head up, it's just 1 inch like me, and you're looking straight down at the floor. You want to keep your tummy active, so you're sending your tailbone down, so you're not overarching your lower back. And also try not to overload your neck by looking up. So I want to see you looking down towards the floor. You have 9 more arm lifts in this position. You should be really feeling it under your arm, down the back of your arm. We've got 3 more positions, 20 each, so you're going to get a nice burn by the end of this. All right, here we go. First transition, palms in, pinky to the sky. Lead with your pinky, arms lift and lower. You're keeping these shoulder blades together, the front of your shoulder off the floor, forehead up or forehead down if that's better for you. You decide on your head position. Okay, we have another 10. Nothing else moves. Concentrate on that stability through your body. Use your out breath if you can to lift. Last 2. Last 1. Okay, now another quarter turn, palms to the sky. Check your shoulder blades are still back in together and lift and lower again. Remember, you can lower your head at any point, but the arms keep moving. Small movements, but nice and slow.
So your arms start to feel quite heavy round about now. So this is the opposite of slouching over our desks. It's going to keep the back of the body really nice and strong. 10. Keep those hands lifting, shoulders staying still, head not bobbing. Last 3. Now the final 20, the last turn, thumbs to the sky. Possibly the worst one. Lead with your thumbs, you're working all the way around that shoulder. Hold your body still, tailbone down. Out breath to lift, in breath to lower, you're nearly there. 10 to go. Lock out those arms, try not to bend your elbows. You'll want to use anything but the back of the shoulders. We're really going to work the back of the arms. Give me 5, 3 more, 2, 1, and release. Swing those hands up in front of you. You're going to push yourself back, hands forward, thumbs together, and you're going to try and just ease your body back, bottom to heels if you can, hands creeping away from you, feeling a stretch all the way down your lats, down your triceps, down the back of your arms. Forehead nestles down onto the floor. Hold it here, 2 breaths. 1 more breath. And up we come. Okay, we're now going to come into our first set. So we're going to do 15 reps of each of these exercises, 3 rounds. We're going to start with tricep dips. So I have a chair set up here, and just make sure it's up against something so it can't move. So for a tricep dip, we're going to start in the first level. Knees bent, shimmy my bottom off the edge of the chair. And I'm going to bend my elbows back behind me, lowering my bottom to the floor. Breathe out, push away. So you keep your bottom purposely close to the chair, so all the weight is in your arms. So that's 5. If that feels okay, you can take a little step forwards, but keep your bottom close to the chair. Okay, now that is 10. Now if you want to go a little bit further, you can straighten your legs, but keep your bottom close to the chair. We have the last 5 for our first set, 15. 2 more. Last one. And release. Now we're going to drop onto our knees, and this is where you need your water bottles. Okay, so you're going to come in kneeling. It's a great postural challenge. And you're going to raise those bottles up to shoulder height. Bring them out to the side and down. Rise up to the side, down. Rise up to the side and down. And because you're in a long lever position, you don't need to go too heavy on this. Those water bottles will start to feel quite heavy. And if they are those chunky water bottles, you can do this with your palms up if that's easier to keep hold of them. So you have 7 more. It's tempting for the body to sway. Try not to let that happen. Tighten up the core. Keep your body still. Last 4. Now, long shoulders down, especially when it starts to get a little bit tiring here. Last one. Release. Okay, press ups, 15. So you can decide on your lever. So that means how much of your body is on your arms. So we're all going to start with our hands, a big step in front of us, our hips pushed forwards, so there's a straight line down the side of our body. I don't mind whether your elbows go wide or narrow, but you really want to keep your body as straight as possible. So try not to stick your bottom in the air. We're going to lock those hips forwards, and you're going to bend your elbows. Now we're coming up to number 5. So now if it starts to get too heavy, you can bring those hands back in, and you can add a little bend of the knees, but I don't want you to bend your ribs. So you're bending what the hips and the knees, coming back. Otherwise, stay out here for me, coming up to 10. That means we just have 5 more. Don't let that back buckle. Use your out breath to push from the floor. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent work. So that is our sequence. And we're going to go around that 3 times. So we're going to, because we're supersetting, we're not taking much weight till the end of the circuit, but obviously hydrate whenever you need. Okay. Back to our tricep dips. So now you know the 3 levels, you can go in with your optimal levels straight away. So that's level 1. That's 5. Level 2, still got a bend in my knees. Elbows go back behind me, chest is open. That's 10, or we go straight legs, still got my bottom back. Last 2, and 1. Well done. Into the raises. So we're into kneeling with your 2 weights. Bringing that up, out to the side, and down. Make sure I'm not going to hit the chair. Up, out to the side, and down. Body staying completely still. And if you've got a little bit heavier than 1 kg, that's fine too. Keep your arms straight, try not to hitch with the shoulders. Keep your body dead still. Number 10, so we just have 5 to go. Keep breathing. Maybe even squeeze your heels together to give you a little bit of stability from the back. Last one. And lower your weights. Okay, press ups. So, coming into your position, I'd love everyone to start in that knee, into the knee press ups. So, pushing the hips forwards, locking it in. As many as you can in that position. So, those of you that can full press up, I want you to straighten your legs and I want you to just try and keep those ribs curled in. Again, I don't mind if your elbows come backwards or sideways. So backwards, tucking them in, or sideways, taking them wide. Totally up to you. Okay, we will have 5 more, whichever is your position. And why not mix it up? You can do 2 or 3 full press ups, do it. And then finish the rest of the setup on your knees. That's 15. Well done, we have 1 more round. So we come back to the beginning, working all the way around the shoulder, back of the arms, the chest. Here we go. So bend knees, feet on the floor, look up, shoulders back, elbow bend, upper press, get as low as you can. You know you've got to get back up from there, but you've got the strength, you've demonstrated it in the 2 previous rounds. 7. Stepping out if you want to, keeping the bottom close to your chair. Last 5. My bottom's sneaking forwards, I'm going to bring it back. Last 2. Final one. Well done, into kneeling. Okay, with our weights, you can try this with knees together. It's going to give you less of a base of support, so that means it's going to be a bit more stable. Without swaying, I'm slowly going to lift my arms, take them sideways, bring them down. Continuously moving, never really letting those arms down completely. See if you can breathe out, in. Here we go, number 10. Now we only have 5. Starting to feel those shoulders round about now. Last 2. And last one. And release. Press ups. So again, find your level. Why not try a few in full press up? Your modified press up, when you get tired, hips bent to 90, chest to the floor. Just try not to lead with the ribs, keep the ribs in. Otherwise, we're in that mid position, in that half plank, hips locked in, core engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 more. How close can you get to the floor? Use your out breath to push back up. Ready? Last 5 for 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, that was 3 solid sets. So you know at Full Size how much we love that full set. That's where you're really building strength, but also resilience in that muscle. You're getting that repetition there, and you'll notice that your strength, your weight will increase quite quickly. So we're going to do a full set. So once you've recovered, once you've caught your breath, it's a bit more isometric. So we're going to call this the finisher. So we're going to come up onto our chair. You want your hands over the front of the chair. We're going to try and go legs straight. And if that's too much, we can go legs bent. So I'm going to lower my bottom over the front of the chair. And then instead of lowering my bottom down, I'm going to lift my bottom up. I'm popping open my chest. I'm going to fold back. And I'm going to lift my hips. Whole back of my body. Fold back. Lift my hips. I can feel my chest really opening. As I pull my shoulder blades together, as I press my whole weight up to the sky. All right, we're going to go for another 5. 3. Last 2. Hold it here, holding it up, shoulders back, chest open, shoulders really strong, triceps working hard. 1 leg left. 5, 4, 3, 2, change. 5, 4, 3, 2. Embrace the shake. 1 more each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and change. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Finish your now raises. Okay, so again, some isometric holds. We're going to squeeze our legs together. We're going to psych ourselves up. Without swaying, the hands are going to come up. Grip the weights. Roll the shoulders back. Hold. 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 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side. Hold. 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 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly together. 3, 2, 1. For a count of 5 apart. And together. Don't have any weights. Try this arms on their own. It's enough. And open. And together. And we hold. 10. 5. And we open. And we hold for a count of 10. Chest lifted, neck long. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Circle, 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 circle. Starting to bring those arms forwards. Rest whenever you need. Small little circles all the way to the beginning. We're going to reverse and go back, and then we're done. I want to finish all of those little muscles off, and you're out. Well done. Very last one, and then we're going to stretch the arms a little bit. Okay, so we come into our press-up position. We're doing our knee press-up position. So our hands are in front of our shoulders. We push those hips forwards, and we lock it in here. So we've got that tricep working down the back of the arm, the chest lifted like we did at the beginning with our shoulder scapular isolations. And now we're going to tap, lower, tap, lower. Small, little movements of the body. Big movements of the arm. You've got to have a strong core here. Try not to rock from side to side as we just bring that hand across the body. All of the work is on the hand that remains. We're going to go for another 6. We've got tiny little tricep isolations, and then you're out. 3, 2, 1. Holding it here. Elbows narrow. Tiny little presses. I'm watching to make sure I get it from the right place. I want to use my neck. I'm going to bend, straighten, bend, straighten. My core is on.
My arms are working. We're nearly there. 6, 5, 4, 3. Bending them back if you can. Last one. Release. Well done. Take a sitting position. Crossing your knees if you can. You're going to take your right arm completely across the body. Hold on to the wrist and turn your head to look over that shoulder. See if you can peel that shoulder down away from your ear. Straighten the arm as much as possible. And then take this arm behind your back. Again, you're going to see if you can reach for that wrist. So my left hand is taking my right wrist and I'm pulling it down. Still going to look out across that shoulder as I ease my right hand across my back. Trying to get your fingers to poke out through your other side. And then you're going to plant that hand behind your back. So I'm spreading out my fingers, I'm putting it on the floor. And then I'm easing my neck away so I can feel a big stretch. You can let the weight of your opposite hand just hang on your head. Just encourage that stretch out a little bit more. And release. We're going to do that on the other side. So you're sitting up nice and tall. You're going to take that opposite hand across your body, turning your head to look over your shoulder. So you feel a deep stretch down the back of the arm. You get some mobility through your neck. I'm trying to sit up really tall. I'm trying to breathe. Slow my heart rate down. That hand's going to reach behind my back. Oh, goes a bit further. And then I'm going to see if I can ease it through a little bit more with my opposite hand, looking out across that shoulder. Just getting that stretch through my pec, through the anterior deltoid. As I bring that arm behind me, just try not to twist. Try and keep it just in the shoulder. And then place the flat of that hand onto the floor behind you. Let your ear come away from that shoulder, so you really get your shoulders down away from your ears. Upper trap's getting a nice stretch. Weight of your opposite hand can come onto your head. And just guide it down, really feeling a deep stretch through your neck. Right ear gets pulled onto right shoulder. Sitting up nice and tall. Last breath. And that's a wrap, we're all done.